check. Is this thing on? Bitch. So we made it to the end of 2025, and I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud. That pretty much sums up the year. A lot of loss, or restructuring, if you will. I'm grateful to somehow be walking out of this old year and into a new one with my mental and physical health intact. A lot of death, a lot of loss, a lot of mess, a lot of realizing some people and even systems just ain't shit. But it has made me look at where and how I was spending my time and money. And even racism, like never ever before. Not that it's ramped up, but it's just more visible due to almost everyone now having a cell phone, social media, and this raggedy administration and a lot of people seeking truth. Which brings me to my next point. Sky Daddy. Lord. God. Your people need you. Some of us feel like you just left us out here to dry up and wither away. And that's just this year. Imagine how God's people felt when their family member got lynched and murdered with no random bystanders recording via cell phone or police body cam footage. Or better yet, what was it like for those who went through, endured, and didn't survive slavery? Just a question. I'm gonna leave that in 2025, hoping 2026 Sky Daddy comes through with answers. Bye! But wait, before I go. Remember to check in on your strong friends. Remember to check in on your strong friends. We're tired. Yeah, we're tired. Okay, bye. Happy New Year.
Fresh off the pole, motherfuckers with an attitude. No papers, no English, anti-black and rude. You POC, but you wanna be YT. Seat at the table, as an equal you'll never be. Came to this country off the civil rights side. Get your money up, then stab us in the back. You hate us, but you need us. Gotta make it make sense. When it comes to the whites, y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents.
Silk Press Jesus has returned. He's white, historically rebranded, and grinder approved for Christian comfort. Don't miss your blessing. Order now.
Get out, get on out. Get out, get on out. Can't stay on the scene unless you got that green. Whoa! Get out, get on out. Get out, get on out. Ice is on that ass. You don't get a fourth chance. Whoa! Get out, get on out. Whoa! Get out. I didn't vote black. Got that ass in back. Oh, get out. Get on out. Oh, get out.
Check.
I thought I was over here speaking. Hey guys, I'm over here just to talking. Hey y'all, welcome to For the People Podcast. I'm your host, Vision X, and this show is for the people, by the people, to bring power back to the people. I am joined by our veteran Queen of Judges herself, Miss Nikki.
Hi everybody, welcome back.
And I am joined by our architect. He's here sometimes, he's here not sometimes, Trey Rich.
Y'all, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you pretty well. Also, today's show as well, what we want to do is let you know if you would like to call in. I'm going to pull this information up for you. So if you would like to call in and you want to go live, you call 843-799-3FTP. That's 3387. Or if you want to be on camera, which some people do, some people don't. But also, if you don't want to be on camera and you want to speak as well, we can also get you into the FTP line. You'll just actually, what I will do here, make it easier for everybody. I'll just copy the link. So if you would like to be on FTP Live, there you go. It's right there. Now, if you're in the comment section, you guys, and you're new to the show, we do not see any comments from any other platforms. It's only from YouTube. So you got to come into YouTube, write a comment. That's the only way we can see it, okay? Look like we have a few people in. Let me see. I just want to make sure everything is working before we begin. Nikki, you're back on TikTok? I wonder when that's gonna ban it again.
I'm on there. We put our ice posts up, and they took that down. So we already on count for the fascist regime. I think they said I got my access back yesterday, but I'm not sure. So if y'all are streaming this on TikTok, please make sure you come over to YouTube, because I'm pretty sure within a good 30 minutes of this live, you already know what they're gonna do. So just preemptively come on over to YouTube so you can be a part of the conversation.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I want to open up with this icebreaker because, as you know, TikTok, yes, icebreaker. TikTok was recently bought. Well, they were bought. They were already bought, but they were just waiting for the acquisition to be done. And there's been a few updates on here. So TikTok establishes new deal with U.S. joint venture. Trump was happy about this whole venture, saying that this, of course, this is what gets me. They were talking about this was supposed to, take our data away from China, and China was using our data, but it's your own country that's using your own data against you. I'm going to tell you why. That's why I always tell y'all, United States government has always been like a full of shit government. It's just now it's finally on display for the world to see, because they talk about everybody else, how everybody else has, dangerous people, and how their government's, horrible, and they don't do all these things to people. We do the same things to our people too. We still got police shootings. We got a recent new ICE shooting in broad daylight with unexperienced people that shouldn't even be in any type of law enforcement. We have all that stuff going on over here too. So the United States thinking they're better than somebody else, it's hilarious. And then in addition to that, I like her. She posted this video, and we're going to take a quick look, and we'll be right back.
Oh, so I don't went on TikTok, and they got some new terms and conditions that we need to agree to, and there's no option to not agree to them. So before I get pissed off, I need somebody to explain this to me like I'm 5 years old. You know what? To help us provide the platform, including to give users a better experience, you agree that we can use your name, profile, image, and username when you interact with ads and sponsored content. The platform makes it possible for you to interact with sponsored content from brands, creators, and organizations that you enjoy. We may receive compensation from our advertisers and our partners with which you choose to interact. To enable these features, you give us permission to use your name, profile, image, and username in connection with ads, sponsored gifts, offers, and other branded and sponsored content that you interact with without any compensation to you. Y'all are pissing me off. Y'all already not paying us. Now you're going to take what we comment on other people's paid advertising. Now we got to... I'm about to lose my shit. And you know what, TikTok? Y'all can go to hell. Okay? No, I just won't log into the app no more. I don't care. I'm on YouTube anyway. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I pray to God they don't do some other BS like this on the other platforms. But if they do, you said add the baking soda and then the what? Because I will be selling drugs. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So.
And what I want to do is I'm going to read this little disclaimer as well. And so this is what the update has for TikTok. Okay, I want you guys to be fully aware. Before I do that, I'm gonna read something that comes from what they stated. Somebody says permission to basically pay themselves on your content. Another person said this is why the U.S. wanted to get involved. It's always about money. Another person says a slave subscription, basically. And then here it says TikTok's latest update on their terms and services will collect your information if you interact on the platform. It tracks your citizenship and immigration status, religious beliefs, mental and physical health diagnosis, your race, if you're trans or non-binary, sexual preferences, and more. So I want to know what y'all think about this, because this right here, it is, I mean, this is what was, they were so busy talking about China. And I told everybody it's always been United States. You forget every time you log into your phone or something, I will be talking. I won't even be on the phone. The next thing I know, the car I talked about is up there on Instagram or Facebook or even on Google. It always pops up. And I'm like, I didn't search anything. I didn't click on anything. I said, they're doing the same thing that they accuse China of. So that's why I said the United States government is just full of shit, as they always are. What do y'all think?
Always has been and always will be. Because even more than that, than being on your phone and having that conversation, me and my friend tested this. we weren't on our phones. We were just sitting having a conversation. We made it about something really dumb, like farts or something. We had our phones like over somewhere on the table. We had the conversation, blah blah blah. And lo and behold, shortly thereafter, like within maybe like an hour or two, we had ads coming up on our phone about like Beano and gas and things like that. So these companies aren't just listening when you're using these devices. They like, if you pay attention when you go into all of the apps, like there's now certain agreements everywhere where they can listen all the time, even if you just have the app open and you're not having a conversation on the phone with someone. If you're not, you don't even have to message or comment about the thing. If you're talking about it and the device is nearby and it hears you say it, they're already in your shit. This is the world we live in.
Yeah. I've heard that they're doing it at Walmart. Like people a couple of times have said they went to pay with cash, so they didn't even have their phone. And sometimes it was two instances. I don't think the guy had his phone with him the first time. He said he paid with cash, and as soon as he walked out, he started getting ads for things for that, like that type of item or whatever. And he was like, I didn't have my phone and I didn't use a card, so it was nothing linking. He used cash, and they still did it. And I just saw a video from another guy that says he went to Walmart and he used his friend's app. Like it was her phone. They went and bought something, and then he's getting it. So, yeah, a lot of these apps you have, because I noticed that with the TikTok, and I was like, oh fuck, I hit agree to it. And then when you try to go and change the settings, TikTok isn't even coming up on location. You know how all your apps, if you have an iPhone, come under location, and you can change it for all that. TikTok doesn't even show up for the location part. For you to like disable what you were doing. And Instagram tried that where they automatically enabled your location, and you had to go in there and like and cut it off, or the stuff that they're doing, and then they're making you jump through hurdles to like cancel accounts and do things like this. They're making you, you have to call, then the wait time is 2 hours, and all of this stuff. Or now it was a woman who was, it was a white woman. She's like, please tell me if I'm being a Karen, but she went to go buy something at Ulta, and the girl refused to go through with the purchase unless she gave her phone number. And she said, I'm not giving you my phone number. I don't want to sign up for whatever. And she said, well, I can't check you out. So she lost a sale. So now they're refusing to check out items if you don't want to give your personal information.
Where is this at?
Ulta.
This happened to a white woman at Ulta Beauty. She went to go buy. She said, I wanted to buy some sacred. I wanted to buy products. And she kept telling the lady, no, thank you. I understand but I don't want, I just want to pay for my stuff and go. And she said, ultimately, the lady told her, well, I can't check you out if you don't give me your phone number. So now they're saying, oh, we're not going to let you buy stuff from our store if you don't give us your personal information. And she was like, I shouldn't have to give you my personal information. I just want to buy my items. I don't want to sign up for your rewards. I don't want to do any of that. Because she didn't want to. And she said, you know what? She just walked out the store. She said, here, you can keep it. Because you're not going to force me to give you my personal information. Like this is, and then they talking about China. When China have our shit, we have to go through all this. They're hiding the fact that when Elon came in with those, all that was a money and a data grab. Because they took all of our shit. And they took all of the money. Because what happened to if you found so much waste and fraud, then why are we $1 trillion in debt?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all worried about the Asian people having our fucking data? No, because they've been had our data for it's what the American people are doing with the fucking data. That's the fucking issue. Because now you're trying to get information on basically who's left and who's right. That's what you're doing.
Right.
Like I'm telling you, welcome to the fucking Third Reich in this bitch.
And we say this all the time. Their greatest invention is racism. We say it all the time because I'm just like, what's the purpose of this? To track people they don't like, to track people that don't agree with them, to track, because Trump is like now, if you either you're with him or you're against them, he don't really care. And that's how he kind of sees it. And I think that's kind of jacked up how we're having. It's just the American people got to wake up. That's the problem. we're going to talk about some unity stuff today because we're going to have we're going to get into that. But it's like if people had unity and everybody really band together, this shit wouldn't be happening. But everybody is so, well, I got to get mine, and I'm not an illegal, so everybody want to be in this special group.
Yeah, that shit pisses me off.
Yeah, and they don't want to do anything until it happens to them. But they want black people to go out there and fight for them. I'm still seeing videos. There was a video with Obama. Leave that man alone. Leave Kamala. Leave the black people alone. You white folks wanted this. Y'all getting exactly what you voted for. Mm-hmm. It is what it is at this point. There's no more discussion. There's no more negotiations or any of that, including a few of the POCs, especially the Spanish speakers. And that includes all y'all. So I'm going to play these next two videos. As you know, we were discussing the recent ICE unaliving that happened. And we got a few video angles of this. And I want you guys to tell me what you guys think. We're going to play the first video, and then we'll play the next ones after that.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? They killed him? Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you fucking kidding me?
I just want to show it again.
Oh shit! What the?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Broad daylight, and that's a white man. Look at this.
Things got buried.
Oh, come on, don't act up now.
Hey, on us, child. Already.
As usual. Let me try it again, y'all. Sorry about this. Of course. So that was a different angle. What I'm going to do is go to this next one. So somebody said the footage from the immediate aftermath of the Alex Pretti murder shows one of Trump's ICE agents searching through Petty's body, yelling, "Where's the effing gun? Where's the gun?" Another officer shows the gun from far away. They were hoping to find it on his body after killing, but an officer had long taken the gun from Petty's holster. The gun was never taken out. It was never in his hand. And that's the gun right there. Remember the guy had walked away? Mm-hmm. And that's the gun right there. So they just want to kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's in his hand right there. You see?
Yep.
It's in his hand. I'm telling you, this is the problem. This is the problem when you hire the Proud Boys and you hire, domestic violencers and pedos and stuff. That's all that they have in ICE is all the bad people that don't contribute to society, all the losers. And then let's look at this. And he broke it down more closely. Let's take a look.
Slow down the footage of the ICE shooting that just took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You can see that the ICE agents very intentionally remove the man's weapon from his waistband and toss it off to the side. If I pause it right here, you can see that the ICE agent took the man's weapon and is throwing it to the side. After they shoot this unarmed man and he's lying there on the ground motionless. Look, you can see his feet on the ground right there. They continue to dump bullets into his motionless body.
What the fuck?
I counted 5 shots when he was laying there motionless, these undertrained dipshit ICE agents. If you slow down the footage of the ICE shooting that just took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota, you can see that the ICE agents very intentionally remove the man's weapon from his waistband and toss it off to the side. If I pause it right here, you can see that the ICE agent took the man's weapon and is throwing it to the side. After they shoot this unarmed man and he's lying there on the ground motionless. Look, you can see his feet on the ground right there. They continue to dump bullets into his motionless body.
What the fuck?
I counted 5 shots.
So I'm going to read some of the comments as they pop up extremely slow. Somebody said they disarmed him, then shot him. Another person says they are arresting all witnesses who filmed the incident and trying to destroy all evidence. Whoa, I didn't know that. Somebody says slow motion shows an agent removing his concealed carry weapon before they started shooting. It was an execution. And this was the man that was shot. So I want y'all to take this into account here, okay? So this is Alex Jeffrey Pretti. Now, this is a 37-year-old. He spent his life doing the kind work of most people cannot handle as an intensive care unit registered nurse. He worked at the hospital, okay? At the Minneapolis VA healthcare system, he showed up for people on their hardest days, bringing skill, calm, and compassion when it mattered. Now, this is a white man. This is a man that contributes to society. He's in the medical field. He helps save lives, hopefully, because you know some of these white nurses be off, but he helps save lives. And all he was doing was filming. So the other video that didn't show, he was just sitting there filming, and they just backed him up, and then they took his phone, and then they just started shooting him. Now, if somebody's supposed to do that to these funky ass ICE agents, these January Sixers, Proud Boys. They would talk about a race war. Every time something happens to them, it's a race war. It's a race war. It's always something. It's like they want to be able to shoot you or sick dogs on you, but you can't. Don't hit them back. Don't. Oh, if you're on the winning side, please forgive us. Y'all got to start fighting fire with fire. I'm sorry. That bullshit right there. They just don't care no more. What do y'all think?
Go ahead, Nikki.
I agree. I feel bad that he got shot because honestly, we saw it. My husband and I were eating breakfast when he saw it first, and you know, I've seen him get upset about like what's happening right now, but he got like really upset about it because the first thing he was like was, "What about his family?" Like they didn't think about, you know, he has a family or people that may depend on him. Like you just literally shot a person in cold blood because you took the gun from him. So at that point, he was no threat to you because not only did y'all have the gun that he legally had the right to carry, but you then emptied your clip into him. You emptied a clip into him. If you were going to shoot him, mind you, he's already down. It's 6 of y'all at this point holding him down. What was the point of emptying the clip? Because at that point, your life isn't in danger anymore.
Right.
Because he's not armed anymore. And there are like a bunch of you on top of him. So there's no threat anymore. So if there's no threat, why would you empty the clip? And again, this is a warning shot to the white people. Your nigger, if we taking it back to Jim Crow, your nigger lovers, y'all can get it too. That's what they're doing. Because what they wanted was black people in the street. But since they couldn't get black people in the street to push the narrative, now they got to show that this is the war on the left. So if you are not on the right, we don't see color anymore. We're just going to kill you regardless. So they're trying to incite some type of a war. So since they couldn't get one with black people, so you can prove the narrative that, oh, we're out there starting trouble, we're sitting at home. That fucked their whole play up. Trump has been doing everything to get outside. And he's like, oh, they're not taking the bait. So now I got to go after white people. I got to go after white people on the left to show a message because now, where are you Second Amendment motherfuckers? Because here, this is a tyrannical government now. So now you're trying to frame it where having a gun is bad. So where's the NRA now? Because it's all about Second Amendment rights. So now that a white person, an American citizen with a right to carry a gun, now you're saying that's wrong. Then the photo that they used of the gun turns out that was a Google image, a stock photo. So now they're using stock photos as evidence. I've never seen a crime committed and immediately on the news you have the evidence. Why is the evidence not bad?
Right.
This motherfucking, you got this Greg Bovino guy, this midget ass motherfucker, and I don't give a fuck that you ain't supposed to say midget in 2026 because I fucking did it, okay? Cancel a bitch, I don't care. This midget motherfucker is walking around here like a goddamn SS officer, and we not gonna say nothing about that shit. Like he's literally out here with the fucking coat on, with the fucking looking like a goddamn park ranger with his fucking strap on here and these little patches and shit, and then walking around with his fucking winter fur coat on, doing this type of shit. Like they're literally putting it in our face that they trying to make this shit Nazi Germany. And you know what, white people, they coming after y'all. And I don't want to hear no shit. I had an ignorant motherfucker in our comments talking about some black man, no less. Just remember, we're next. Like Vision said, I'm not arguing with you motherfuckers because we were first and we're still first. You white people are just now seeing what it's like to be black in America. Y'all are starting to see what it's like to be black in America because they're attached with being black in America. You white folks ain't never had to deal with that shit. That's what's happening right now. Y'all real comfortable saying that white man was executed in broad daylight. Y'all real comfortable talking about say her name and shit. I saw a video of, you know how they have one of those I guess 3D advertising trucks. Like it's one of those box trucks, but it has like the actual like advertisements all over. And it was for Renee Good, and it was a black man driving it. And no disrespect to that woman again, but what about all the black women that have been killed? Where's the advertisement for them, for justice for them? I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but y'all putting a lot of energy into two white people. Mind you, it's wrong as fuck that they got killed, but y'all still putting a lot of energy into these two white people and wonder why black people ain't out there when y'all now realizing that this is shit that black people go through every fucking day. I'm sorry that this happened to her. I'm sorry that this happened to him, but this is an everyday occurrence for us. Y'all just catching up. And then you still want us to be out there. Oh, but you don't understand. A white man just got executed. Okay. Niggas die every day, B. And where the fuck y'all at? I don't hear y'all saying, oh my God, Kareem got shot today. We must stop the violence. You motherfuckers ain't saying that shit.
Right.
And again, no disrespect to that man. But we're not gonna sit here and make martyrs out of them like this shit don't happen to random black people every fucking day solely for the fact that they were black.
Yep.
That is how we have to live our life every day in fucking danger. Minneapolis is the life of a nigga every fucking day. And that is why we not outside.
That part.
And y'all still clueless. White people are still around here waiting. If we telling y'all this is why we ain't outside, and y'all still saying it's time for y'all to come outside, then that goes to show you trying to set us the fuck up. That you don't care about black people. You just want us to be out there dying first. Right. So you can make it back and tell the goddamn story of how you was a part of the revolution. Right. You didn't die for the revolution, but you want to be a part of the revolution because you want to get credit for being in the revolution. That's what white people do all the time. You want the credit. When they got the byline, you want to be writing the motherfucking story. When they taking the pictures, you want to be there with your angry ass white face and your fucking little colorful sign and shit, acting like you was doing something. But when it come down to getting put in that motherfucking body bag, you bitches ain't there. When you opening up the body bags, it's black and brown people. That's what the fuck y'all want. Because y'all not angry enough. I don't give a fuck. Until y'all start blasting these people back, it's not until y'all start melting that motherfucking ice back, they gonna keep doing what the fuck they doing. Because since there ain't no niggas outside, they gonna keep killing y'all. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's gonna take. The next one that's gotta get it is MAGA. Because what they doing is they making a play for the guns. Because if they telling white people that they can't have a gun, that having a gun is bad, what the fuck you think they're gonna do with us? Every nigga today should join the NRA. I bet you they'll change some shit.
Man, let me bring some to the conversation.
What I'm gonna do is give it to Trey, so that way he can go to the comment section as I get the other thing queued up for you guys. Take it away, Trey.
Yeah. So HHCF said they treated him like he was black. I'm sorry that happened to him, but black people need to stay at home and get them a project to work on. Real life though. That's real. That is so real. Then T. Cope said ICE agents have to use their personal weapons because of the government issue them. Trump and his administration will be accountable. Oh, we know that. We definitely know that. What else we got? Yeah. Aaron 6052 undertrained isn't the excuse or issue. Psychopathy and fascism is the issue, and always has been. Always has been. Stop there right now. But like the fact that I know so many white people with weapons and they ain't out in these streets. Like this, like the fact that black people have been just deleted as if we were nothing, barely get coverage on a story, especially black girls. Like there's thousands of black girls that go missing daily. You don't hear one name. However, one or two white people is executed, and now we have martyrs. Like what? I don't. but
Yeah.
it's fake martyrs. Like nobody's coming to the table with all of those weapons that they have. I know like white people that do absolutely nothing, that are like in their 60s, but have tons of weapons at home. Like I have a paraplegic client, and he had upwards of 10 guns that his family just owned in the house. Like this is like a thing for them. Like they have weapons. Like they have the firepower to actually get out in these streets on the front lines, but they're not doing it because they don't have balls the way we have had balls for centuries.
Yeah, and what I want to do as well, I want to go into the next 3 videos. So this is around the same week, everything happened all in a week. Actually, a couple of days since we've been off. There is some new ICE arrests, and they're just arresting citizens. And we trying to tell everybody, there wasn't nobody trying to listen to us. So we're going to take a look at these next videos, and we'll be right back.
Video coming out of Maine, an ICE agent admits on camera.
It's funny how it's working when we're talking and then it doesn't work. Let me try it again. Hopefully it doesn't delete or go away.
Their current directive is to target legal immigrants. He claims the reason they're targeting these lawfully present people is for efficiency purposes. I wish I was making this up. Take a look.
Like, if she's legal, like she has a work permit. Yeah, but that doesn't make her legal. So anybody who has a pending application, they get a work permit, okay? Or pending court proceedings. Because of that, so our direction right now, I'll just kind of explain this to you. Our direction right now is to take any of those kind of people into custody so they can get through their court cases faster.
He just admitted their current directive is to not arrest criminals, but rather people who are in this country legally, with valid work permits, with pending immigration applications, who are actively following the legal process. But then he takes it a step farther and lies. He claims that ICE is doing this so people can get through their court cases faster. But this is not how immigration court works at all. Being detained does not speed up cases, it actually delays them, and restricts access to lawyers, and pressures people into getting.
All right, so we see that. Also, somebody's mouse is on. It's like loud. It's clicking every 5 seconds. So you might have to put your stuff on mute. The comment says, impeach the whole damn cabinet. This is that bad. Somebody says, so the 1,200 people missing from Alligator Alcatraz had their cases sped up. And then this is another video that was being shown. This is a still image. It's a video of a federal agent shooting, killed 37. So this was the video from the other side. I think this, let's see here, go here. This is just them talking about this. Don't need to see all that. This is also another guy that was arrested. I guess he was going to a job interview at a correction facility. And that's what I'll be saying. I told everybody it's not just your apps that's doing this, it's also the companies as well. Because how do you go to a job interview and then ICE is already there? So that means they're tracking everybody who has some type of immigrant card or green card or whatever type of card that they're not a legal status, and it's tracking you, because even the employers are saying. So here's another video. Let's take a look at this.
Video shows what appears to be federal agents detaining a corrections officer recruit in Portland, Maine. In the video, the man tells the agents he's coming from work and that he works for the government. The Cumberland County Sheriff confirmed the unidentified officer's detention during a press conference and says the recruit underwent a vigorous vetting and hiring process. The man is not a U.S. citizen, but his I-9 employment eligibility form indicated he was able to work in the U.S. until April 2029, according to the sheriff.
We covered our bases before we hired him. And it's me going out there saying that, you know what, I guess if you're not the card-carrying, U.S. citizen, then he must be illegal, because that's what they told me, is he's illegal. And he's definitely not a criminal. So what part of him is illegal? I don't know. Every indication we found is that this was a squeaky clean individual that really hadn't done anything at all.
CNN has reached out to DHS for comment, but has not yet received a response. It is.
Of course, you're not going to see what goddamn response. You got a band of idiots in the government. Somebody says this country's at war. Well, we are in denial. Shaking my head. That's true. Somebody says he knows what they think it is illegal, his skin color. Another person says, so stop calling federal ICE agents. And then I want to see what you guys thought about those, because we'll start in the next videos in a second. But I kept telling everybody, every time you're on those apps, they're sitting here, they're recording everything you say. Every time you use a credit card, even and Nick, you said something about this earlier when you're like at the store and they have you opt in and opt out and stuff.
Yep.
If you don't give them something to where they can track your information, then they do kind of get upset. It's like, and so like now what they do is they push the email receipts, which are electronic. Well, that means now they're attached to your email. Now they're attached to that. Google can tell them, okay, well, this email account, this is where this current person is right now because they logged in 5 minutes ago. So I told everybody before, even before this election, when I was in Pennsylvania, they just weren't talking about illegal immigrants. They were talking about immigrants, MS-13, and they had all these Latins put on the actual screen. And I'm sitting here like, I don't think I said I think they're gonna get anybody that they don't like, especially if they have some type of immigrant status. That's why I told a lot of my friends that be over here. See, this is the problem. Everybody want to shake their ass and party. Oh, I gotta go to PB. Oh, I gotta go to Brazil. Your status is not good. If your ass can get back in, do not call me. I told a few friends that do not call me because I cannot help you. There's nothing I can do. If you don't see these white folks out here, these white folks still got all this shit going on. What you think I'm gonna be able to do? Not a damn thing. So to all my friends who have their status is not secure and doesn't say you're a United States citizen or you haven't been approved and you travel, that's on you. I can't help you. Nikki, Trey, what do y'all think?
Go Trey.
Listen, like the gloves are off at this point. Like just everywhere that the gloves are off at this point. So like black people, sat down. White people, where you at? Where you at with all your weapons? Where you at with all your artillery? Where are you with your freedom at this point? It's so quiet. It's so quiet. But they are internet gangsters. They want to type these things. They want to film. Where are the white people that want to show up and do the work? Where y'all at? Hello. Hello.
This
Where are you?
this white man made a video and he said, talking to black Americans, of course, but then uses Somali as a fucking example, talking about all the black people that say this isn't our fight. Well, they recently arrested a black and they eating his ass up, rightfully so, because once again, why are you talking to black people? Why didn't you send that shit to people of color? Why you didn't send that shit to Latino people? Why didn't you send that shit to the Asians, the Southeast Asians? Why the fuck are you telling black Americans that, oh, you're saying this isn't your fight? Well, what about this person that they recently arrested? Well, they black ass shouldn't have been there. That's what the fuck I gotta say to that shit. They ass shouldn't have been there. They ass should have been at home. That lady that went to that fucking church, you see how they went and arrested her. Shouldn't I get where she was going? Hey, this is an ICE officer. You could have called Don Lemon or whoever, tipped them the fuck off, and then sit your ass at fucking home. Don't be the spearhead of some shit, because now they arresting you. They tried. They can't arrest Don Lemon. I mean, they could, but you know they don't. That's a man with some type of power. He can fight back. They're trying to get y'all out in the street. They're trying to get y'all arrested. And to a lot of black influencers on here that's doing that same shit now, if you're gonna go to Minneapolis, then go to Minneapolis. But don't try. But don't try and make black people that's like, yeah, I'm not in this shit, feel bad about it. If you want to take your ass out there, if you feel like this is your fight, then take your ass out there and fight. But now when you get fucked up, them people you out there fighting for, because you ain't fighting with them, you're fighting for them. Be aware of that part. You might think you fighting with them, but as far as they're concerned, you're fighting for them. Because the minute you show your black ass up there, they gonna fall right the fuck back. Watch them.
Yeah.
Because never forget when they had that party with them, that's what it was, a fucking party, that parade, them bounce
Yep.
houses and shit. When them police officers came for them 2 black women, them white women sat right there and kept on partying. They didn't say, "Oh my God, this is so wrong. Let them go. Take me instead." This, if you arrest them, you gotta arrest us too. They ain't say none of that shit. They grabbed Billy and them and went right back to going about their partying. Let's have a ball, everybody, in the name of racism, and they kept right the fuck on going. So if you want to take your black ass out there, go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. But you're not going to come to other black people and make us feel bad about the fact that we're protecting our physical bodies, our mental health, and all of those other things. You're not making us feel bad about that shit. This motherfucker, Greg Bovino, was on CNN today talking about, they asked, how did you have proof that the man had a gun and he was attacking ICE? Well, someone said gun, gun, gun. Oh, so that must mean anything. What the fuck are we doing here? This is literally an episode of Rocky and motherfucking Bullwinkle at this goddamn point. Because what the fuck are we doing? You got this munchkin motherfucker around here like he the goddamn SS. You got this Oompa Loompa fat colostomy bag ass motherfucker up here talking about some, he had a gun and it was this and it was that. And then you got fucking eyeliner over here telling people that now, you're not helping us arrest sexual predators. So now ICE is in Minnesota for sexual predators? You got a motherfucking sexual predator in the goddamn White House. You ain't looking for his, he right there. You got a whole list of motherfucking sexual predators that you won't redact, that you won't show the fucking public. So what the fuck are you talking about? You white people better wake the fuck up, because more y'all gonna be dying because niggas ain't coming outside. So y'all might as well get ready. It's die or comply. It's comply or die at this point. And that's what the fuck y'all white people is all about. When it be niggas on the chalk, well, you should have just complied. You should have just complied. Now
That
watch
part.
how angry you white motherfuckers get when they start saying that's, because that's exactly what they telling white people now. You should have complied. You don't like that so much, do you? You all lives matter motherfuckers don't like comply, die. Because y'all was the same ones when we were saying Black Lives Matter. Y'all was all lives matter. Now none of your lives motherfucking matter, and you want everybody to give a fuck. Nah. Had that same fucking energy. It was all lives matter then. So if it was all lives matter then, now you want black people to give a fuck about white lives. That's what it is now. So it's white lives matter, and everybody. So when it's white lives matter, everybody got to give a fuck. But when it's Black Lives Matter, it's a little too racist for me. So it's a little too much. You're not including white people. Oh, so white people is dying now, and it's a fucking problem. Nah, fuck that.
Yep. And you know what's funny? I'm gonna go into. I mean, this ICE segment. We were not here. Well, we take out Friday and Saturdays. Took out Friday and Saturdays. I was opening my feed. I said they just shot that man. Put him like they arrested this person. Now it's beyond just arresting kids. They kicking in doors now. So I want to show y'all these videos real quick. And I want to show you some people that we told to keep their ass home and they got released. And so we're going to show the first video. This one, I guess, was at a town hall. And that's why I said the Latin, Spanish speaking, I'll just say Spanish in general. Y'all better start speaking up. And they better be 80% or more of every group. So Middle Eastern, Asians, everybody better be out there. I'm not gonna do that Rodeo Drive shit where I'm out there and I see fucking Middle East, a little Middle East town out there, everybody shopping and spending money and eating bagels and shit. I see Latin people out here building bird houses and stuff, quinceañeras going on, like ain't shit going on. Until I see 85% or more, you ain't gonna see my black ass out there. So let's take a look at this.
Not enough for your point. So what you're saying is, due to the fact that you guys are state or municipal agencies, you are not under the United States Code Title 18, 241, 242, duty under the Colorado law, which requires all law enforcement officers or anyone bearing a uniform to verify a warrant and ensure that due process rights under the Constitution, Amendment number 4, are not being violated. What you are saying is, as a peace officer of this state and a person that serves this community, you don't have the authority to follow the U.S. law and the U.S. code? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what it sounded like to everyone here.
Yeah. What I am saying is that we are not going to intervene in a federal law enforcement operation. Period.
If you are going to violate United States States Code, Title 18,
And I'm telling
Section
you-
241, 242, duty under the color of law, and as well as uphold the violation of the constitutional rights, documented and undocumented, of any person under Amendment 4 of the Bill of Rights in the U.S. Constitution. You are saying that you and your officers and everybody wearing a uniform is not going to uphold U.S. law over a memo that is illegal, that is not being upheld by the Supreme Court, over Kavanaugh stops that are not a final decision. It is a stay, and it's still stopping circuit dying court. Is that what you were saying, sir? To me and your entire constituency and people that are present here, you are saying that the United States law and the United States Constitution has no validity over a potential illegal operation that hasn't even been decided in the court of law, that the Supreme Court hasn't even heard if it's even legal or illegal, or issued any decision on, sir. Is that what you were saying?
We are not going to intervene.
All right, it's just I'm going back and forth, but I'm gonna read some of the comments. Somebody says the police are essentially giving up their posts and not following the Constitution. Okay, I got it. We are on our own. Well, I could have told y'all that, especially for Black people. If this had been a specific target on Black people, we wouldn't even be having this fucking conversation. You wouldn't see nobody saying a goddamn thing. Next one is somebody says tax strike, track strike. We pay for their jobs. Let's stop. And then this was on CNN, and they kind of just dove into it. So we're going to take a look at this.
You're seeing is what the founding fathers feared the most, which is the collapse of our checks and balances. Supreme Court's supposed to be a co-equal branch of government. It's basically a mouthpiece for Donald Trump at this point. Congress is supposed to be a co-equal check on the president. People are resigning rather than stand up to Donald Trump right now in Congress. Even the Bureau of Labor Statistics is supposed to be an independent data agency to show the health of the economy. We don't even have the October jobs report. We're going to be lucky to play catch up while people are trying to make trillions of dollars of investment decision. We see this over and over again. The fundamental collapse of how our democracy is supposed to work while Donald Trump celebrates left and right. It's disgusting.
I'm going to read some of the comments from this. So somebody says, dear fellow Americans, you must realize that Donald Trump does not have our best interests at heart. He wants to destroy democracy and make himself king of the world. He's a very old man who has dementia, has bad intentions toward the American people, and has a colostomy bag. And then we're going to go into this next one. Now, these were these Black women, and this is why I said, keep your ass home. Now, of course, they got released and everything. This is the ones that went with Don Lemon. She was the one that orchestrated this protest in Minnesota. But this is the problem. I think that from how she raised her hand up, I think I'm not trying to look for no martyrs, okay? We need real people that's out there trying to be like real Malcolm X's. But MLK was cool, but Malcolm X is where it need to be at, because people, you're not going to just put your hands on people and think that we're just going to stand there and just watch. So that's just not going to happen. But this right here, this is why we say keep your ass at home, because they arrested the Black women, but none of those white folks was in jail. Let's take a look. Oh God, here we go with this again.
Oh yeah.
Try one more time, you guys. There we go. It's pretty much these two. These are the two women that was at that march with Don Lemon, the ones that got arrested. And they were the only ones. So they tried to arrest Don Lemon, but none of the white folks got arrested. That's what was interesting. It was only the Black people, and they tried to get Don Lemon. Then we're going to play this next video. This had popped up. When I tell you they going in on kids now, they just waiting for them to get out of school and they just tackling them. There was a few videos I wanted to show, but they took all those, they started deleting all those videos. So I want you guys to take a look at this. Let me know what you think.
No.
Yo, that is crazy.
That's a child. That's a child. These are grown-ass men and women. They're so tough. They're so tough to hit a child. So tough.
What is your name? What is your name?
Do you have a warrant for this arrest?
Yo soy legal, yo soy legal. Yo soy legal.
Keep blowing your whistle. What is your phone number? Show your fucking face. Bitch ass pussy.
Behind your back. There's no stick here fucking life.
A child.
So I'm going to read some of the comments. Somebody says, so just where we're all clear, the attack on the state of Minnesota's revenge against Tim Walz. Another person says, is that a child they are kidnapping? And another person says, he's a child. What was the crime? And so this is where we at. This is where we're at currently right now, you guys. They had wrote on the second video, the collapse of America, 1772 to 2025. I told everybody, I don't think there is going to be another election. I think well, my grandma and great grandma used to tell me of how white folks will be at the voting polls and they will set up bombs, and then the guards will be there, and then the KKK will be there, and then they'll find out who did it, and they'll go to their house and burn the house down, and they'll drag people out the house and hang them and stuff. If y'all don't think these are the descendants, same DNA. If you do not believe they won't do the same thing to you, you are sadly mistaken. And not only that, but even when they go to the polls, you still Tennessee had that special election, I think it was a few months ago, had the special election. And guess what? All the rural counties that's on SNAP benefits and EBT and all that stuff voted red. And I stated this before, these are the same people 30, 40 years. I said, y'all been voting for Republicans for 30, 40 years, who's been keeping your dumbasses in poverty in your own state for 30, 40 years in the Appalachian Mountains and shit. All of a sudden, sitting here blaming the Democrats, and Democrats are not even over there. It's been Republican ran for forever. But that's the problem. It's just like at work. Even white folks see some, oh, well, that person did this and that person did that and this person did this. So they blame everybody else so that he can get off of them. To me, I don't like shit like that. I think that's whack. And this is what's getting me about the arresting of kids. Y'all the people ain't mad enough. You don't see them trying that shit in the hood. They trying this shit, and this is what cracks me up, because they've been trying to get us to go out there to protest, because you remember the black baby got gassed. That's the video I showed with that family, the guy that stupidly just drove into the ICE protest, and I said what I said, and I don't care how about that. And then you have other black people that's going to protest. Those two women that's trying to be martyrs got arrested. I'm like, at the end of the day, if y'all had kept your asses at home, stay out of those areas, you wouldn't have these issues. But when it comes to these children, everybody's not mad enough. You got a bunch of pedos, because you start looking at their cases. A lot of these people from January 6th and Proud Boys and stuff, they have sexual crimes in their information. Taking any kid is off limits for me, off limits. But that's the problem. The people ain't mad enough. Everybody's still out here shopping, eating steak dinners, going to Red Lobster like ain't shit going on until it happens to them. What do you guys think?
Go ahead, Nick.
I agree. The kids should be off limits, but who did your parents vote for? Who did your parents vote? How you voted? This is the part. Again, and what you see, and even though it was a white woman in the video, I film you, and I kill you, because that's what the fuck it should be. It shouldn't be I film you. It should be I kill you. But until we start seeing that shit, this is what's gonna happen. They're going after the fucking they going after children. They going after women and children. They ain't coming to niggas. They say they coming to Philly next. Please do it. Please, just for shits and fucking giggles.
Good luck with
take your ass to Philly. Please. Don't go to the suburb. And if they go to Philly, watch they go to the suburbs.
Oh yeah.
Watch they go to the fucking suburbs, okay? You fucking watch and see, because they still ain't coming to where niggas at, because they know, even them ICE officers know, that if they come to a certain part of town, they might not make it back. They stupid. but they ain't stupid.
Right.
They stupid, but they ain't stupid. They going to places, they going to blue states first. And even within blue states, they still ain't took their ass over there to the fucking hood part of Minneapolis. They still in them fucking suburbs. It's niggas everywhere. It's hoods everywhere. Y'all still ain't winning them motherfucking hoods. When you bitches was in Chicago, y'all still didn't go.
They didn't.
Really and truly go where the niggas was. Y'all didn't go.
That's true.
Y'all stayed in them suburbs or some borderline shit. Y'all have not come to the full on hood yet because you know that when you cross that fucking line, you not making it the fuck back. Because now at that point, you fucking with a group of people that the majority of which don't have nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you already in poverty, when you already fighting for your life on a regular fucking basis, and you got somebody to come in there and be a further threat to that, they will take you out by any means necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're already coming to a place where the majority of people do not have anything else left to fucking lose. So if they ain't got nothing left to lose, your life don't mean shit. So they stupid, but they not stupid. And what you don't realize is that when he invokes this martial law, what's the one thing that white people hate before above anything else? Being told no. And when you enact martial law, you're going to be told no. You're going to be told what you can and cannot do. And the minute you tell a white person what the fuck they can't do, that's when they get into an uproar. And see, that's what this shit is going to take. It's going to take white people being told no.
Mm-hmm.
Because once that insurrection act is enacted, once martial law is in place, it's for every fucking body. MAGA too.
Yep.
So when they start telling you MAGA motherfuckers, you can't use your guns. You can't go nowhere. You can't get this. You can't get that. Not just everybody, not just the liberals, but you can't get it. When Trump is in a position, because once that's enacted, he don't need y'all no more for real. He don't need your influence. He don't need you fighting on his behalf. He don't need you falling for the propaganda no more. Because once he does that, the propaganda has taken care of itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to start the civil war. The war that they've been looking for is going to happen the minute he does the martial law, because that's what he wants to do. And then it's going to be too late for you motherfuckers, because then you're going to realize, oh, it's not just you it affects me too. That's what they don't see yet. That's the part that MAGA don't see. He coming for y'all too. And when he tells y'all, I don't need you motherfuckers no more, I want to see if they're going to wake the fuck up. I want to see if they get all their one brain cells together and form one big brain cell, is it gonna fucking click to what y'all have gotten yourselves into? Because since you wanted to burn the country down, since you rather burn this motherfucker down than be led by a black woman, we at the point where we about to burn this motherfucker down. So I'm ready when you ready. Because at this point, we ain't got shit left to lose. As niggas, what else can you do to us that ain't already been done? There's literally nothing else that you can do to us that you have not done to us already, whether it be us or our ancestors. There's nothing else you can do to us. Y'all have fucked with us politically, financially, mentally, emotionally, sexually, so forth and so on. Y'all have fucked us royally from the fucking beginning. Ain't shit else y'all could do to us you ain't done already. That's why we ain't even tripping, because it's like, what the fuck else can you do? But you white people, y'all ain't never had that before. So now y'all like, oh, niggers, what do we do?
Oh,
I know
no.
we should have listened to you. I know we should have listened to you before, but niggers, we're listening now, and that's all that matters. We're listening now. We should have listened to you before, but don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the past. We're listening to you now, niggers. Can you please come outside? Can you please stand up for us? We're listening now. We still want you to kill yourselves first. We still want you to want to get beat with the rubber bullets and the tear gas. But I promise, if you niggers come out for us this one time, we're gonna believe you. We're gonna stick by your side. Well, fuck you, bitch.
Right. No, see, I don't believe even they're going to wake up in the right way. I think they're going to get to a point where it's just like, okay, we're not even going to turn our guns on the government that is causing this, but now we're going to target more black and brown people. Like, they're not smart. They're just not smart. I feel like, this martial law thing is going to happen. And again, they're not going to turn their guns in the right direction. They're going to continue to try to push other people down and, live in that racism moment. They don't know anything any better.
Yeah.
They don't know anything better. I'm gonna hop into some of these comments because HHCF said, "Hey, they better be careful because they gonna start popping people blowing whistles." They really are. They really are. They finna kill everybody. And I also want to thank HHCF for the donation, $20 donation. Yes, yes, yes.
Hey, come on. Oh, and we also have one from Gene and Clay. I think that was our first one of today.
That's our first super chat today. Yes.
Yeah, first super chat.
Super chat.
Thank you, Gene.
Yes. My goodness.
All right. So what I'm going to do? Oh, were you still talking?
Yeah, but because I don't think they're smart enough to actually wake up and turn their guns on the government. Again, they're gonna be like, okay, it's everybody for themselves. Now we got to save our other white people and kill more of the black and brown so we're less of a target. I don't see them waking up, and unfortunately, I don't see them waking up and doing the right thing. Time and time again, they choose to do bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Just saying.
And what we're about to do is we're going to go to commercial break real quick. But I want to thank everybody for the super chats and the Cash App Venmos. Please know that the Cash App Venmos go directly to us, so we don't have to split it with YouTube. So it goes directly to us so we can reach our goals to get this live going. In addition to that, everybody, I just want to put this out there, the FTP store. Still out there, Nikki, discounts and things. She's working on some updates as well. We got the FTP podcast gym bag. So for all the gym goers and everything, especially with everything coming up, everybody always do the New Year's resolution for January for working out. We have this up there as well. Also, if you go to our link tree, we have our Savage X Fenty. That is up there as well that we're partnering with. You get 60% off. So you just go to our link tree, click it, and then the coupon code, discount code would already be in there. We're going to start talking about products and services more as well. So I'll be putting in segments. That was what you guys have voted for. That poll is currently on YouTube, so you can continue to vote. We'll start doing the product services, for health and beauty and etc. And we'll have that up there. And we will be right back in a few seconds.
Check. Is this thing on? Bitch. So we made it to the end of 2020.
Fresh off the boat, motherfuckers with an attitude. No papers, no English, anti-black and rude. You POC, but you wanna be YT. Seat at the table, as an equal you'll never be. Came to this country off the civil rights side. Get your money up, then stab us in the back. You hate us, but you need us. Gotta make it make sense. When it comes to the whites, y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents.
Silk Press Jesus has returned. He's white, historically rebranded, and grinder approved for Christian comfort. Don't miss your blessing. Order now.
Get out, get on out. Get out, get on out. Can't stay on the scene unless you got that green. Whoa! Get out, get on out. Get out, get on out. Ice is on that ass. You don't get a fourth chance. Whoa! Get out, get on out. Whoa! Get out. I didn't vote black. Got that ass in back. Whoa! Get out, get on out. Whoa! Get out.
Hey, Nikki, you know that commercial, the one with the ice is on your ass after we do our clips? People love that. They love it. They said it goes exactly with the actual theme of what we're selling.
Yes, that I try to put it. I've been trying to if I can get it down before 3 minutes. I try to put the ad in there so that it goes that it goes with it. I'm gonna have to release the song because we've been getting comments of where we can find the song. So I'm gonna have it put on streaming soon. I'm gonna upload it or submit it for streaming.
You
So
know
y'all
what?
can listen.
Another cash grab right there. Get those songs out. Get those songs
Yes.
out. Especially what I remember the one when you were in the portrait and you was like the Duchess or something. Oh, that one was my favorite.
Yes.
I said
I'm gonna put that out, and that is merch. So I do have that on the Knickknack store. We do have Queen Knickknack merch from that particular song, but I am gonna release all the music. So I am working on that, getting all those songs out so you guys can enjoy them. Shout out to Democracy. She just sent us a $15 super chat. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Democracy. You know, I didn't get a chance to, because we want to make sure we started on like time. I didn't get a chance to do all the introductions, but you guys, hello to everybody in our comment section. We do see y'all. We talk to y'all all the time. It's just our Sundays is usually our most fastest show in terms of trying to get things wrapped up, because I get videos from Friday after the show all the way up until Sunday morning. It's not like videos from that particular day. So we try to like get through the show to get you guys everything you need. So we're going to go into our racism segment, Racism 101. And as you know, this fight, so Colby Covington, former UFC interim welterweight champion, known for his relentless pressure and wrestling heavy style, faced Kamaru Usman, the dominant UFC welterweight champion, with record-setting winning in exceptional striking and grappling. In their encounter, Covington was overwhelmed by Usman's precision, strike, and power, and he got his ass whooped. So this is them arguing about this, and we're going to take a look.
Cares about you. No one cares about you. You're pathetic. Do you care about me? No, yeah, because you got the worst decision in the history of the sport. So many bad calls against me. No, you didn't. I stood right up. That wasn't even close. Marty Fake Newsman. You didn't break my face. I got right up and protested it right away. That was a fake stoppage, fake ref, fake fight. Wait till I see you next time. Wait till I see you next time, Marty Fake Newsman. You're dead. You're dead. You got unfinished business. Really? You better show up. Really? I'm coming for you.
You said that last time. What happened?
Yeah, wait till this time. You know who was winning fake stoppage. You didn't break none. The only thing you broke is your own will. You broke your spirit. Your fake news.
I wasn't able
no
to
one
go.
cares.
I'm gonna read some of the comments, but that's the shit. When I talk about Kansas, Missouri, every time you're over one up on a white dude or something, or you doing better than them, they act just like that. They would tear up the office. They would scream when they don't get their way. It's not just with ICE and everybody's like, oh, ICE. No, this is they just regular having a conversation. He talking about your dad, and I'm telling y'all, when I tell you I don't go back to Kansas, Missouri, that's the reason why I got tired of dealing with that shit. If it wasn't a white woman, it was a white man crashing. I wasn't them, then the coons want to be white. I was over it. I said, give me the hell up out of this place. So somebody said, but for real, he literally broke his face. And I wish I should have pulled up that video. Somebody says all MAGA men are snowflakes, all of them. Another one says typical MAGA hat wear as usual. And then this is happening, as you know, they're removing slavery exhibits removed from Philadelphia Independence National Park. Again, like I stated before, racism is their greatest invention. Take a look. All right, so somebody says they're doing everything but releasing the Epstein files. Another person says the past was erased, the erasure was forgotten, the lie became the truth. 1984 by Orson Welles. Another person said they tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were the seeds. And then this white woman pretty much, we always got to have white people explain it to us, because when we say it, oh my God, you're so divisive. White people are sitting there saying the same thing we say, but y'all sit there and accept it. So let's take a look at what she has to say.
Cannibalism is not illegal in the United States, with the exception of one state. What? The only state in the United States where cannibalism is illegal is the state of Idaho.
Are you kidding me?
What?
No.
I am not leaving my house today.
White people have always indulged in cannibalism. They ate their slaves and they ate black people that were free after the Emancipation Proclamation, after lynchings.
Cannibalism is.
All right, so I'm gonna read some of the comments. Somebody said, "Who said they stopped? Look how many black children and black people go missing between trafficking us and eating us." Hey, I ain't gonna. Hey, there's a lot of black people that's been missing. Somebody says, mind you, they ate the mummies in Egypt. They did do that. They thought it was going to give them like superpowers. They also ate Nat Turner. That was true. Y'all can go read about that. And another person says, and desperate black people date and marry these people. So, to the first video, when I tell you that's what I go through, when I'm in Kansas, that's what I go through. That right there, that right there. You remember I told you that that white man tore up the office? Remember there was a whole investigation. There was some type of financial fraud that was going on at a previous job of mine. And the whole executive team was involved in it because HR, they run their mouth. They say, hey, they were stealing money too, and they was funneling money. So everybody was funneling money, but they was going to blame it on this one white man. He was like, I was like, why would y'all blame it on finance? He has all the records. He knows what everybody did. So you telling him, he going to tell everybody, which was stupid of them. That man tore that whole goddamn office up, broke the computer, broke the glass, broke everything. Screamed, said he going to kill everybody, blah, blah, blah. 2 weeks went by. He wasn't there. Came back the second week. Our office was brand new. Office was brand new. Like nothing happened. And I asked HR, I said, well, this man tore up this, said he was going to kill everybody. Oh, he was just passionate. I said, oh, someone is white people is passionate. That's passion. I said, so how much did all that cost that he tore up? Oh, it's going to be paid for by the company. Because everybody, I told you, all those white men was involved in the fraud too. So they told him, they tried to put it on him. He was going to tell on everybody. That's the shit I be talking about when I'm in Kansas, Missouri, that we deal with on a daily basis. What do y'all think?
Passionate. Oh, that's what we calling it. It's passionate.
Passionate.
How much did that passion cost? I mean, passionate, like they really used it. You know what, white people, y'all like you can't do shit but laugh at that shit, because like passionate, my nigga, like okay, because killing people, I guess when Dylan Roof walked into that church and killed them 7 people, he was passionate about hating niggas. Is that what it is? I'm passionate. I'm a serial killer. And you know what? That means I'm just passionate about taking the life out of people. That's what we calling it now? Imagine that at the defense. Ladies and gentlemen, this person walked in and they killed everybody because they were passionate that these people's lives must come to an end. They were passionate about murder. They were passionate about taking the lives of people because they simply didn't give a fuck. And who deserves to go to jail? Who deserves to go to prison for passion? Because we all have passion. We have compassion. So why not have this type of passion? Fuck you, white people, okay? Fuck y'all, all right? Fuck you. We went, my husband is talking about 3 times. Yes, babe. Fuck him again, quadruple. We were riding. He took me to town, like the downtown Fayetteville, and they actually have a slave market.
Oh.
So it's a historical building that they refuse to take down, and it's called. They maintain it. He says they even maintain it, and they've tried to, strike it down, but they hold firm in keeping it. So it's like in the center, and there's like a traffic circle around it, and it's a historical building, and it used to be a market for slaves, and they still have it up. They refuse to take it down, and it's known colloquially as the slave market. So, welcome to America.
Here we are.
Yeah, I'll be telling you, but it's not just with that. Then you have the lady that was explaining cannibalism. When I found out that they had ate Nat Turner, they this is why they fear us, because we did limited weapons, limited resources, limited everything, and we were still able to take on more white folks. That's why they be thinking we got superpowers and we don't feel pain, because we're stronger than them. I hate to be that way, but we are. That's been proven through sports plenties of times. especially when it's our best against their best. We always lead them. Always.
We outperform them in everything.
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 Did you? I think it was. I don't know if I played the video, but I was watching one regarding test scores, and they talked about how the ACT and SAT came about. And what they did was, at first, it was like a standardized test. They gave it to all the schools in the county. They said this was like the 1940s or 50s. The black people outperformed the white people with better resources and everything. So what they did was they changed the test and they asked things that the inner city children or blacks would not know about. It's like, stuff that's happening in white counties and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then also then the scores changed to, they're poor, they're doing terrible. I'm like, y'all always got to change the goalposts. Like, what the fuck is that about? Like, when people have to change a rule or a process, that tells me that you're inferior. If you have to continue to change it for a group of people so they can be able to have an up on you, that's a problem for me. There's always been. And I want to also continue this. We're going to our racist segment. And this was posted by Jordan Peele today. So Jordan Peele revealed that being offered the role of the poop emoji was the moment that made him step away from acting and fully commit to directing. Now, if y'all remember the Emojis movie, they have so many damn emojis in there. You mean to tell me y'all gave him the poop emoji?
That's insane. And
that's Jordan Peele. And he's one of the most popular, directors, actors out there at the current time. When I tell you they play in our faces, and then when you say something to them, well, what is everything about race? Because your dumbass thought about it.
That part.
You could have gave me any of these damn yellow characters. You could have gave me the green character. I would have rather been ice cream or something. You know what I mean? It's just shit like that. So somebody says sometimes you need people to play in your face to unlock your full potential, honestly. Another person says, cuz what the fuck is playing in his face like that? Another person says many people are missing the actual point button. Then this happened recently. This was a white man. I'm telling y'all, racism feed them. Remember I showed you that video where that nurse was talking. She was talking about how she had these dementia patients and these older patients, and what they would do is they won't remember anything else, but they remember all the racism when they're getting older, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
They can't remember how to even wipe their ass, but they remember racism. They sure do. They can't remember how to hold them bowels in. They'll let them go, but we remember racism. So let's take a look at this.
God damn it! Fucking hate you!
This stupid causes his own karma, dumbass. When karma expedites her services, laugh my ass off. Another person, why is this video 45 minutes long? The way that truck jumped back and then kept going. And then somebody says, I watched it 100 times just to say yes. And then this happened at the game. And I want you guys to take a look at this because like I said it before, when you have white folks that can't compete, she knows she can't compete against that black girl. They gotta complain, they gotta whine, they gotta have all these new rules and updates. So let's take a look at this.
Naomi Osaka didn't break a rule. It's just the fact that her opponent didn't like that she was losing the match. At the Australian Open, Naomi Osaka was facing off against Sorana Cirstea. And before Cirstea was about to serve, before she even had the tennis ball in her hand, Osaka had ended up saying, "Come on," to herself. So Cirstea had a problem with that and stopped before she served to ask the ump if that was legal.
It's okay. You come on between points.
Between first, yeah, you haven't got to pull your hand up.
So I can go between points?
Between third,
Yeah, can I go come on and talk? Basically?
You're not serving yet, so it's not even going to
That is when you see after Naomi has won the match and they meet at the net that Cirstea has a very passive-aggressive and angered approach to the handshake, which causes a few words to be exchanged. This also is starting to look like it's a trend in tennis after somebody loses their match, especially on the women's side, that they didn't want to take the time to take away all the shine from the person who actually won by sitting there and saying their grievances as they feel like an unspoken rule or one little moment is why they lost the entirety of the match when it's not. It's one thing to be upset that you lost. It's another thing to be a sore loser and then want to make that moment about you to take away any of the positive for the person that actually won. That tends to be happening a little bit more than it should be in tennis. Naomi Osaka didn't break a...
All right, so I'm going to read some of the comments. Somebody says, among Eastern European white women, it seems to be. No, this is white women in junior, baby. White in general. Somebody says, losing to black people is 400-year trend. I said, hey, I just got done saying that. And somebody says, losing has to be a trend in tennis. And so this is, I mean, we just seen the thing with UFC guys. We've seen that whole thing. I'll kill you. When they cannot cheat, or when they can't change the rules to make themselves look better, and they're at equal, they're not gonna surpass a black person. I don't care how anybody sit there and say that. Even when it came to swimming, we finally started getting to swimming. That was a swim team with limited resources. It was whooping everybody's ass. Just imagine if black people had their full potential and didn't have all these outside races and fake wannabe whites or Latins, whatever some of these black people like Somalis want to be. Just imagine what we could be right now. I keep telling everybody we would literally have our own Wakanda, and we'll put up a whole shield, and then the rest of the world can just kill each other. Y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want. Y'all want to take somebody's oil, bomb or whatever, do that shit over there. Leave us the fuck alone. What do y'all think?
So imagine if black people weren't so kind. Imagine if we didn't allow slavery to happen, what this world would look like. Like, imagine if we weren't the healers, the lovers, the taker in and helper type of people that we've always been. Like, I want to rethink this America. If black people weren't duped, the black people that are from Africa, the black people that were native here, like, what would things look like if we weren't duped? Like, if we weren't those nice people that were like, oh no, we want peace. What if we were the antagonizers of this world? I want to see a movie where the roles have been reversed. White people wouldn't have survived. White people would not have made it through what we made it through. They would have made it through slavery. They definitely wouldn't have made it through the fields and being outside in the sun. So, this is the thing that I asked Sky Daddy. Why us? We ain't did nothing to nobody. We want to mind our business. We want to mind our business. We don't want anything to do with anything y'all got. We've always had everything. This is why racism is such a big thing. Like, they want what we are, they want what we have, they want what we have always been, which is the shit. Like, that's all. I really I want to see a movie made where things have been reversed and what things would look like at this point.
Fun fact, there is a movie. It doesn't go back to slavery, but there's a movie starring Harry Belafonte and John Travolta. I think it's called White Man's Burden, where the roles are reversed, where white people are second class and they're poor, and all the black people are rich and have affluence and all of this. And so I believe in the movie, Harry Belafonte, like John Travolta, is just he's poor, he's poverty, he's on his last leg, and he has a family or whatever, and he gets fired, and then he goes and kidnaps Harry Belafonte, like this whole holding him hostage and all this type of shit. But I do distinctly remember that movie because I was like, I had never seen something where the roles were reversed. But yes, it's called White Man's Burden. But they're seeing the reversal. It's never going to be on the same level. But again, white people are starting to see what it's like to be us, even though they're never going to be able to fill those shoes. And if they are taken aback, what's going on right now is minuscule in comparison to what black people have faced. I hate to say that because there's two people who are dead, but factor in the millions at this point. Factor in the slaves that didn't even make it over here. the ones that were thrown overboard, that were fed to alligators, all of these things. Think to all the people that have died in slavery, the abuse, everything that we have to go through. They're not even getting it yet. Like you're not even getting a smidget of what we've had to deal with, and y'all are already losing y'all minds. But y'all not losing y'all minds enough. And we know that y'all have the violence in you because it's literally in your DNA. And that's the shit that's pissing us off, is because you still gaslighting the fuck out of black people on a daily basis. We know how evil you white people are. Even good white people, y'all still white, which means it's still in y'all DNA. That evil shit that y'all got in y'all is still there. Tap the fuck in. All of y'all are born villains. You just have to actively work to not be one. But you are all all white people in this country. If you are born in America and you are white, you are inherently racist. You have to work not to be. It is not possible for you to be a white person in this country and not be born into racism. I don't give a fuck how progressive your parents are. They had to fight to be that way. Peter Fonda, in order for him to raise Jane Fonda, he had to overcome that shit. He had to make the decision, I'm not going to be a racist white man, and therefore I'm not going to raise my children as racist white children. They had to plant that seed. They had to do that fucking work. And we all know one thing about white people, you motherfuckers don't want to do the work. They want their privilege. They want their privilege first. And everything else around that. White people are not ready to give up their privilege. And until they get ready to give up their privilege, this is going to remain. They're not ready to give it up, because if they was ready to give it up, we wouldn't be where we are right now.
Right.
They're not ready to give that privilege up. That is why they vote the way they vote. That is why their activism and everything is performative as fuck. Because at the end of the day, in order to get rid of this shit, you have to give up your privilege. Because that is the one thing you're going to lose if you get rid of white supremacy. Because your only privilege is your only perk is the privilege. So if you get rid of the perk, the main perk, it's no point. They're not ready to do that. And instead of them admitting, hey, as white people, we know we may not be racist, but we're not ready to give up that privilege yet. They don't want to tell that part. Because to tell that part is to say, I'm a coward out loud. But they want to play the role of, oh, but this is everybody's fight. No, the fuck it ain't.
Right.
It's not our fight. We one thing about black people, we made it our fight. This ain't never been our shit. We made it our fight to save everybody. We're not doing that anymore. It's not our fight. And I don't care how many people get angry with hearing that. If what are we gonna do, man? Fuck that shit. I'm sorry. Somebody said it was Henry Fonda. I know that Peter does. Peter is the brother. I'm sorry. Henry is Jane's father, but he does have a brother,
They
Peter.
be
I
correcting
think.
us in the comments. They don't be playing. Come on, comments.
Yes, you are correct. You are correct. Henry is Jane's father. Peter is Bridget's father. So that is correct. Henry Fonda is the actress Bridget Fonda, single white female's father. Did I do correctly with that? Thank you. But yeah, this is where we are. And until you white people get mad enough to like start, melting that ice, this is where we're gonna be. Cause Renee got that good. Alex got that pop, that got that bang bang. So I don't know what's next.
Yeah, it's hey, I tell everybody they better pay attention, and we're going to go
comply or die.
Yeah,
Listen, I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to ever want to give up their privilege, which is the problem. I think so. Just like capitalism, they are something that is self-eating. Like it never satisfies. So like until they have conquered themselves, I don't think they're ever going to give up white privilege. They're going to run this country into the dirt ground. Like they're gonna level this place, fucking with everybody.
Yeah.
They really are. Trump is going to take us into a hole. He's taken us into a hole already. It's getting deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah, and what I want to do is I want to show you our next segment. I call this our Black People segment / AKA Crash Out. And I want you to take a look at this first video because this man thought he was just going to run into this airport and nothing was going to happen to him because he wanted to use white privilege. Let's take a look.
In that bitch.
Please stop.
So I'm gonna read some of the comments on this one. Somebody said, oh, sorry, go back to it. Somebody says, please know when you just drove through a fucking airport, it's crazy. Another person said, it's too damn cold for all this. It is cold up there, and I heard it's really cold up there. And then somebody says, in the Lions jersey is frying me. And then I want you to take a look at this. This is a 13-year-old Arkansas girl, and hence Arkansas, so you know nobody care about Black people out there, no way, who was kidnapped, goes into a store for help, and no one helped, but the man has now been arrested. Let's take a look. And it doesn't have any sound or anything, but this is shit we be talking about right here.
Is that the person?
Yeah, that's the girl was. So the girl, she was one that was kidnapped. The guy right there, that's her kidnapper. And she's even the guy they're looking, and it's like they don't care.
Wow.
But when it happens,
let that be one of theirs.
One of theirs. Oh my God, you guys should have said something. You got fuck that. Y'all don't say nothing against us. Somebody, little kid coming here. Oh, I don't know what to tell you. If I start doing that like they do, they'll be pissed off and upset.
Mm-hmm.
She's even trying to get away from him. Look at that.
Wow.
That's sad. Let me read some of the comments while this is playing. Somebody says, shut that store down. Not helping that young lady, but still selling to the community. Facts, and I bet you the ass is Middle Eastern too. Somebody says, where's the store? He doesn't need customers. Another person says, these are things that Black community should be focused on. Exactly. That's why I said the Black community, a lot of us is focused on all the wrong shit. We still go to these stores. We still patronize these stores. We still patronize these nail salons. I ain't gonna lie, the nail salons are pretty nice. You know, they do it for you. But you know, it's just like this is shit. Like stuff that you don't have. Like you don't have to go to their clothing stores. You don't have to go to their Chinese restaurants. Whatever. Let them support their own.
Right.
Since everybody want to act like that, like I mean, this is horrible. And they got everything's filmed from beginning to end until they're getting back into the car. And then also on the Black segment, a bus driver had gotten into a fight with this girl. Let's take a look. Oh, is the sound playing on your end?
No.
No, it's not.
They must have took the sound off, but this was video footage of it. So as
he beat her to death. Jeez. Ooh.
Hey, you know, this is the thing.
Squaring up. She was squaring up like she wanted it.
The studs. I keep telling y'all. They always
just in general, person to person. I think that the whole like male female thing goes out the door when the female is the aggressor.
Especially to a bus driver that's trying to get your dumb ass to safety or get you to where you need to go.
Right.
Now this did have sound earlier, but it didn't. And then I'm gonna play this. You know, we got the culture vultures. Let's take a look. Where's the second?
Nope.
What is happening?
Nope. No.
Ew. Ew.
Hell no.
Ew. Ew.
Hell no.
Ew. Oh my.
Not even in rhythm. Not even in fucking rhythm.
At all. But this is shit we be talking about. But they don't like it. I said, y'all motherfuckers look at all of our shit. You don't like us, but you use all of our dances and y'all all off beat as usual. So I put a comment here that says everyone wants to be wants the Black culture, but don't like us. At least if you're gonna do it right. Another person says that skipped to my Lou ass troll. What the fuck?
What is happening?
Somebody posted this. Y'all move. I got this.
Right.
And another person says, all they do is watch black content and regurgitate unseasoned versions. So feckless. I kept saying that. So, you know, I want to talk about two things here. I'm going to talk about mostly the cultural appropriation. I'm also going to talk about the stud thing. Now that shit right there, and we played this before. Me and you talked about what the Mexican girls call themselves, the I-8. I'm like, y'all so anti-black, don't black this, and y'all look at all of our shit because guess what? You do not see black people using other people's culture. What black people do, they'll take a snippet and put it into our culture and say, boom, we're going to do it this way. But we don't take their full on, like, imagine if some black people was dressed up as geishas and doing stuff. They'd be talking about, reverse racism, and they'll be upset. Oh, you know, you're taking our culture. And they will be so up in arms. Let somebody put on a hijab and they not practicing. Watch the Middle Eastern won't flip out. That's the shit we'll be talking about. If y'all don't like us, don't use none of our shit. Don't even use the technology we built too. That will leave a lot of y'all in the dark ages. Because black people created that shit, not y'all. Y'all quick to steal our shit. Y'all quick to use our shit. But you got to be serious here. Like, come on. Like that's the shit we'd be talking about there. And then this, I'm going to say this about the stud. I don't know what is up with black studs. I'm just going to call it what it is, okay? I continue to have problems with black studs. I don't have any issues with the white masculine gay women with studs. It's always the black studs. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but y'all got to stop that over-aggressive attitude. I already talked about before when that girl was she was talking about she was going to put a baby in her and she had a whole dildo on hard. And this was at Louisiana Fried Chicken. And we sitting there looking at her like, girl, you know you got a whole coochie and titties, a rack of titties. You're not gonna get that girl pregnant with no dildo. And she's like, yeah. And I'm sitting here looking at we all in Louisiana looking at her like this girl is crazy. And the girl that's more the feminine one, she's like, yeah, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And then Godfrey, he had on his podcast, I guess one of the girls that they know, I guess one of his stud friends, she was saying that the girlfriend was upset because she said that there's not enough cum coming out of the actual fake dildo. I said it's a fake. The level of mental gymnastics. I don't know what it is. Black studs, y'all got to figure that out. I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean. I don't know if it's a mental illness. I don't know if y'all got something not processing there. That got to be studied. And then bucking up to guys, and then y'all get your ass whooped, and then y'all want to say, oh, but I'm a female. Y'all got to stop doing that too. If you're going to put on a dildo and flatten your titties down to look like a man, and you buck up to a man, that's what you're going to get. Point blank.
Catch the fade, baby. Catch the fade.
I'm just confusion because it's like, if you're going through all that, then just be with a man. I'm not trying to listen. Don't cancel a bitch. Listen, do what you want. But if that's the case, then just go ahead on and be trans. If you're trying to get that far into it, if you're then just go ahead and fully transition. Because what are we doing that is? What are you saying that it's not enough fake? But it's fake cum. It's like if you got to go through all of that, then just go fuck a man. I mean, if we're gonna do the dildo, then we understand the purpose of it. It's okay. I don't have a man right now, whatever. But we know that it's not real. It's just a temporary situation. But you taking it a little too far. Like, I don't understand you being a stud and you wearing a strap all fucking day long, because when you gotta go pee, you gotta take the bitch off. So what are we fucking doing here? Why are you making yourself that uncomfortable every day? There's a men who are born men have to do it because it's attached to them. But if you know that when you take a piss, you got to sit down either way, why the fuck are you wearing a strap all day long? You must be out here chafing in a motherfucker. Because why are you doing, like, I don't understand. Is the dildo giving you some type of power where you can buck up to an actual man? Because this is the thing. Should a man hit a woman? No. But just because you know a good man doesn't hit women don't mean that you can't get your block knocked off. Because if you put your hands on somebody with the intent that, oh, I'm a woman, they not gonna hit me, hey, you operating under the wrong fucking assumption because you can't control somebody's reaction. You can control your action, but you can't control their reaction to your action. That's the thing. You can't rely on the fact that, oh, a man is not supposed to hit a woman and therefore he won't hit me. No, bitch, you run up to hit somebody when you should just walk the fuck away. If you're gonna square up with somebody, then it's with the intention that they might hit you the fuck back. Otherwise, don't square the fuck up with nobody. I don't condone a man hitting a woman, but it's sometimes where, you know what? I understand you might have to knock a bitch out. It is. That's we can't even, you can't even lie about that shit. It's certain times with some of you bitches. Do I condone that you need to get that you should get knocked the fuck out? No. But it's certain situations where, I understand.
One of my friends said he wouldn't hit his girl, but he'll toss her through a window. he said he just tossed her. So he didn't hit her.
like my husband would never hit me, but he'd be like, I'll sit on you. Like he, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like, hey, I'm never gonna hit you, but I'll sit on you or some shit. But but just because I know that he's never gonna do that, don't mean, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna run up in his face, or I know he's protective of me, so I'm not finna go run up in another nigga face just so he can have a fight with somebody. And now, you know what I'm saying, I'm putting his life in danger just because I want to be on some other shit. Like, that's what these studs be doing. Like, they forget, oh wait, I'm not an actual man. Like, no, bitch, you ain't a nigga until you get knocked the fuck out. Like you want to be a nigga until you get knocked the fuck out. Then when you get knocked the fuck out, all of a sudden you remember you got a pussy. It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
You putting barrettes back in your hair. You putting tracks back in and everything like that.
Yeah, you be like, you a nigga. Yeah, you get knocked the fuck out and be like, oh wait, I got a pussy. You can't hit me. Nah, it don't work like that. You should have remembered that you had a pussy when you ran up in somebody's fucking face. You can't turn it off and on now. You can't go from a minute ago you thought you had nuts. Now that you done got knocked the fuck out, now all of a sudden you got ovaries again. Don't work like that.
You know what? This actually happened. What was I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday of last week. So I went to the gym, right? And you know how people, they look at you, they look at the machines, and they wiping stuff down or whatever. So I thought they were done. So I said, hey, are y'all done with this? And the girl didn't look until the stud looked. And they both were ugly. So it's not like they were not cute. I mean, like, if you're gonna be mean mugging, at least have a pretty face. I mean, they were both looking rough and out of shape and not cute in the face. And so I said, are you done with this? And she's like, yeah, dog, does it look like we done with it? I said, it don't call for all that. And then her girl rolled her eyes, like, trying to grab her stuff. She held her, like, her titties in. Don't nobody want either one of y'all asses. Y'all both ugly. I was just in the gym just looking like, these bitches be crazy. I mean, like, nobody was even looking at y'all. I'm asking you, can I use the machine here? You sitting here getting an attitude. I don't want your girl, and that damn sure don't want you. But that needs to be studied. Now, I don't know what the difference is. Like, when it's white studs, I don't have any issues with them. It's usually the black ones. I don't know what that is about. So black people, it's not just that. Even the real feminine dudes, I always get into it with it all the time. My home D, when she was out here, when I told you about that story where the dude bucked up into her face, was all in her face, and I was going to grab her a drink, and I'm hearing, hey, that bitch, I'm gonna get that bitch, and I said, what the hell are they cussing at? And she says, I'm ready to go. And I said, what's going on? She was like, oh, this guy just bothered me. And I guess the guy liked the guy that she was dating with, or something stupid. And he tried to hop in her face and said, we ain't gonna play those games, dude. We are not gonna play those games. I will whoop the fishnet out your ass. We are not playing games here at all. Oh, well,
that's right.
He did this shit. No, it ain't even about that. It's just like, I don't know what it is about that. Like, being gay, that makes sense to me. Like, when you have two lipstick girls, she likes Barbie. The other one likes Barbie. She's cute. The other girl's cute. That makes sense to me. It's feminine. For me, I don't get the whole stud or overly feminine thing when you can just hurry up and transition. And then another thing I've heard from a lot of feminine dudes, is that they was talking about, oh, we don't want fish at the party. I said, what the fuck is that? I said, I want some catfish here. And they were talking about women. And I didn't know that. And I was like, oh, I said, so y'all say fish is women. I said, oh, but y'all dress like them. So I'm confused here. You know, it's just, I'm telling you, when I got the hell up out of Atlanta, I got the hell up out of Atlanta. It was too much. It was just too much back and forth, too much for I said I can't do it. It's too much out here. But I do see that, like with the extremes, I think that they need therapy. Take it how you want to take it. I think y'all need a little therapy, and that is okay. That's just how I see it, because when you're thinking that you're this thing and you don't transition, I'm like, well, just go ahead and transition so that way we can it can make sense to me, but it doesn't make sense to me.
I think both, well, actually, all sides of that needs therapy. People that want to transition, or people that are dressing as something that they weren't born as. You know, I think the problem is we don't take the time to understand those things. We're just kind of like thrown into it, and people just kind of like see other people doing it. They don't understand it. Just like, oh, I think maybe, wait, I wasn't born in the right body, so I should just transition, or like, let me just change my body. But like, they don't always get the therapy, or like talk to someone in counseling of like, okay, why do you feel this way? Is it like a hormonal thing that can be rebalanced, or is there something that you saw that is making you think this? Because like we don't just. I know people are born a certain way, but like the behaviors that you do are learned. Like dildos, that is a learned behavior. Even like transitioning and coming out of the body that you're born with, that is a learned behavior. Like you're not going to just, let's just say you were born a boy and something in you is gay, but you've just been around boys. You don't have like a female thing to reference. Like everything that you do is a learned behavior. So people need to really get counseling when it comes to these learned behaviors, and they don't. There are millions of people out of these streets that are just acting and living learned behaviors, and that they don't even understand.
Yeah.
And this is why I think specifically black studs, because as a black person, there's already a heightened sense of like, this world fucking hates me, let alone a black woman that is now trying to take on the form of a black man. Like the mind fuck there is crazy. Yet they don't get counseling for it. They just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and somebody, I'm gonna read some of the comments because the comments was going in. This must have been a topic that people wanted to hear about. I guess we adding a gay segment in here now. Okay. Here's my name. Here's my name said, some of them are confusing in fact that they talk mad shit about women, but you're trying your best to be one. Then fight like a guy. Make up your mind. I said that. I don't be getting that. Like the dudes, well, I don't know if I can call them dudes. The ones in Atlanta, the feminine guys in Atlanta, they will just walk up to a girl ready to fight her. And I think there's something, what's that show, that Bad Girls Club? I guess they're auditions for men, and they sitting here doing it too. And it's like, and somebody was like, one of my friends, he asked one of the other guys, he's like, why'd you audition? And he said, why would I want to audition for a show like that with a bunch of ugly people that's on there fighting? So they went to the audition just to get beat up. And I said, who does that? And as for the Zeus network, I think that network is toxic. Anybody that watches that, I don't even hang out with them. I'm like, if you watch anything on the Zeus network, I don't hide by and I keep it moving.
Yeah. It's a retrograde in our culture.
Yeah. And then Patrician, I think this is a new person, never seen this person before. He stated, studs know they are women, they just presented masculine. The term was originally an insult from white women. Now it's a culture. White women cannot be studs is a term for Black Hispanic women. Okay, so what do y'all call white women? Just lesbians? Because when I think of lesbians, I think of lesbians in terms of just two girls that like each other, but you can tell that they're girls. But when I see like a stud, and she's grabbing herself. I'm gonna put this dick in you, and it's all extra longer than any black man's dick I've ever seen before. Or mine. It makes you question things like, okay, well, you're wearing a dildo and you flatten your chest, so I'm confused on what to call you. You know, because I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. Same with the feminine ones. I'm like, just go ahead and transition into a transgender. Then I can say, okay, you're a part of this, and that makes sense to me. But
exactly,
I don't understand it. Leo 40 says, but I have been denounced. My lesbian lifestyle is just me and God now. Oh, so Leo must have been lesbian. Okay. Light Mocha says, you're right. I'll get there. And I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, I think he was talking to Tony or something. All right. So we are going to go into our closing segments. We're going to shoot through these videos. Y'all can comment for 15 seconds. Don't keep them too long. But we're just going through the closing videos real quick. The first one we're going to show you is an attack that happened in Lebanon. And like I told you before, as the black people been getting treated like shit out there, especially with the Morocco gang. At this point, I don't care what's going on in the Middle East, because Middle Easterns have always shitted on black people all the time, and then they want us to be out. Even the videos of that Middle Eastern guy, Kamala Harris this, Kamala Harris that. So at this stage of the game, y'all on your own, do what you do best. Y'all can get violent at sporting events. Y'all can try to drag people out of the stands stuff. Get violent against the Israelis that's over there blowing your ass up. Do that for a second. How about that? So let's take a look at this attack. So that's in Lebanon. Somebody said, this is just insane. The world watches in silence. Another person says, when will the Lebanese military defend their citizens from this terrorism and genocide? Another person says, what kind of hell human bring to this world? And then we're going to play this as well. So, we showed this the other day, right? So you remember that guy that showed the real welfare queens, which is the Jewish community. So he showed the real welfare queens, right? And I guess he's under attack now. Journalist Tyler Oliveira says he is not suicidal after posting a video about Jewish welfare exploitation in the upstate New York community. He was reportedly received dozens of threatening calls and texts and fears for his safety. We're going to take a look at what he had posted.
Curious Joel, a village of 44,000 Hasidic Jews in upstate New York that primarily speak Yiddish, have an average of 7 kids per family, and rely heavily on state assistance and welfare programs like Medicare, SNAP, housing assistance, and tax credits from their many kids. How many kids do most people have out here?
17, 18.
How do they afford 17, 18 kids?
They are proud to do what the Torah says, that you need to be multiple and fruitful.
Wow, how do people afford to have like 10 kids out here?
The community is based on this. So
is it wealthy members of the community give charity?
Yes, mostly.
I don't talk to suspicious person.
How am I suspicious? Do you study Torah?
You work for Hamas?
What do you do for work?
Nothing.
How do you make money?
My wife.
Your wife?
I'm doing home care.
Brokerage, construction.
Are most people on Medicaid, SNAP, EBT?
I don't know. I can't speak for other people.
What about you?
I'm not going to tell about myself.
The one thing I am curious about, though, is the welfare. This is Curious Joel, a village welfare?
No. The Jewish people, just in case Joel, their taxes covers everything that we take back. They pay a lot of property tax.
Do you know anyone on welfare here?
I won't comment on that question.
Come on.
No.
Why not?
No.
What do you guys do for work here? You guys have like businesses, work a job, study Torah?
I have a job.
What do you do?
I'm in sales.
What do you sell?
Food.
Okay, what food do you sell?
Chocolates.
What? I feel like I'm getting bamboozled right here.
Excuse me, you guys take EBT?
What percentage of people would you say use EBT for their groceries here?
100%.
100%? What percentage would you say?
35%.
A little bit difficult to conclude what to take away from that. Let's pop in here and say shalom. The synagogue? Okay. Lots of people praying. I'm not sure the schedule exactly, but 9 o'clock sharp, they're not at work. Question for you. What do most men do for work here? Can you give me some ideas?
Oh.
I'm just asking Hasidic Jews out here. No. What do you mean? Do people here survive off of welfare? BT? Are you on welfare?
No. The Jewish people, just in case Joel, their tax.
Like all of the communities.
It's
like all of the communities.
And that's that he had to post that. But that's the problem. Every time you say something about them, anti-Semitic, I'm like, oh God, shut up. I said, if y'all sat there and blew up a bunch of people, and when it happened to TIS, we got to sit here and talk about the damn Holocaust. So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it to one group, but they can't do it to you. That's just how I see it. Somebody said the difference is mainstream media won't blast this one like they did the Somalis. Of course they're not, because they're white folks. Somebody said, blow this fuck up, everyone. And then this was at the beach. Somebody was getting a nana eaten out. Let's take a look.
O que está acontecendo ali? Pescocinho.
In front of all the children.
Gente, olha isso, a praia.
Here go the cops.
Lotada. Olha isso, um momento. O cana com o charuto.
Where was he watching?
Mm-hmm. Somebody said the cop with the cigar. Another person says people these days are just morally bankrupt. Another person says, man, these were kids standing right there and everything. I could have told you that. Then this is the dangers of keeping your kids out of these bull runs. Let's take a look. Banging her ass all over the place. Y'all gotta keep your kids out of there, all these bull runs. That's just stupidity. And then Nicki Minaj.
Ooh.
She pays her $500,000 judgment to avoid forced sale of her $20 million mansion following lawsuit filed by a security guard. Guard's attorney speak out. That's exactly what your ass get. Now, when is ICE coming to pick up Nicki? That's what we're waiting for. When are they coming to pick her up? Then this video right here, this woman explains black products. Let's take a look.
I gotta show y'all something because the world is changing. Ready for this? Hold on. Okay. You see all the black hair care, natural hair out, right? Right? Hold on. Y'all, they locked up.
So as the video pros, so at this store, all the black products are out and they locked up all the white products. I said, I would have told y'all that. I keep telling everybody when I was in a retail, our biggest stealers was white women.
Oh yeah, they want to be stealing.
And then this woman was attacked by her neighbor. Keep having her dog attack her. Take a look. Hopefully it plays.
Yeah, you should give your dog. Get the fuck away from me.
She said that happens every morning that the neighbors are sick the dogs out there. Then Donald Trump in the U.S. workforce, thank goodness for robots, because we're now going to have enough people to run all these places that are being built. I think robots are actually going to be a very big business. I think it's going to be surprisingly big. We're going to need it. I can tell y'all they about the Amazon already got them working out there. And then we got 2 other videos to end on a closing note. And then we are going to close out the show. Let's take a look at this.
I'll beat you up. Dang. Bust you with your love. I know.
That breakfast is accurate.
My Cheetos. And they always had a little ponytail.
No, she really getting on my nerves. Like, Deportation! Let me borrow a pencil. Rashade! Let me borrow a pencil. Quite beyond. Look, y'all remember I was telling y'all about? The hell is you looking at? You, bald eagle. I'm about to put it away now. What was that? Nothing. I'll beat you up.
And one last one. I've been liking this. Whoever did this for AI, this has been really good. So I've been liking this one a lot. I think this is a good use of AI. Let's take a look.
I'm your pot lid. You think I'm just for cooking? Wrong. Wrap me in a cloth and I become a steam cleaner. I eat couch dirt for lunch. I am shaving cream. Stop wiping the fog. Smear me on the glass. I create a shield that steam can't touch. Crystal clear, always.
I am an ice cube. Carpet dent? Relax. I melt, and these fibers bounce back up. Magic.
I am a dryer sheet. Your baseboards are dusty. Don't use a cloth. Swipe me instead. I grab dust and keep it away for months. Genius. I am a denture tablet. Burnt your pan? I don't care. Drop me in hot water, I fizz and destroy that black crust instantly. No scrubbing. I am baking soda. You think I'm just for cookies? Wrong. Your washer smells like old socks. I kill that odor instantly. Use me. I am your...
I like that one. Every time that pops up on my feed, I always watch it. Because they have one about food and stuff that's really good. So I'll be playing those. Because actually the baking soda in the washing machine works. It really does. It cleans it out. So you just put it on like a washing cycle, put some baking soda in there, and it cleans it out. And all the mold.
I gotta try that.
But yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks for joining. Thanks for everybody that has given super chats. Gene, and Clay, and then who was our other one as well?
HAC.
HACF. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Also, everybody that has supported the FTP store. Thank you guys for that as well. Nikki, where can they find you at?
You can find me online at Instagram at bitch_happens. The backup is bitch_happens 2.0. You can also follow the hubby and I at Partners in Petty on IG. So we'll have some content coming there soon. I'm also on Substack, Nickneck80. And this weekend, I will be working on merch for the FTP store. So tomorrow, you guys should log in and see some new items on the store. So, get them debit cards ready because we got 30% off. So we're ready. We're going to have some new stuff up for you tomorrow.
Awesome. And Trey, where can they find you at? Any updates or anything happening?
Oh my God, so much happening. I have a bunch of music coming out, but you can follow me on Instagram at TreyRichLive, and then follow me on TikTok at TreyRichLive Show. And actually, because TikTok, the shit on TikTok, I might not be on TikTok for much longer. I'm barely on that thing. But like the way this world is moving, I'm digitally, I'm probably about to be a nomad at this point because like I don't like it. I don't want any parts of all this shit, especially since they're already listening to the conversations. Like my phone is off right now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to receive some type of message about something that I was talking about.
Oh yeah, this kind of spy on people. It's just creepy. It's just weird. But everybody, we so concerned about China. I say y'all need to be worried about the United States government. Know the history of this government. What was it? MK Ultra. That was a mind control experiment on people. When they want to blow up our own city to go to war with Cuba. This is our government. Y'all better pay attention. These are the same people. Ain't nothing changed. Just nicer cars and sleeker cell phones. That's it. Other than that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We will be here back tomorrow. Tomorrow is our Monday through Thursday schedule, which is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, if you would like to join, you can always join us and talk. You don't have to be silent, or just be in the chats. If you want to, you can come on the show as well. Other than that, please like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Check. Is this thing on? Bitch. So we made it to the end of 2025, and I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. That pretty much sums up the year. A lot of loss, or restructuring, if you will. I'm grateful to somehow be walking out of this old year and into a new one with my mental and physical health intact. A lot of death, a lot of loss, a lot of mess, a lot of realizing some people and even systems just ain't shit. But it has made me look at where and how I was spending my time and money. And even racism, like never ever before. Not that it's ramped up, but it's just more visible due to almost everyone now having a cell phone, social media, and this raggedy administration and a lot of people seeking truth. Which brings me to my next point. Sky Daddy. Lord. God. Your people need you. Some of us feel like you just left us out here to dry up and wither away. And that's just this year. Imagine how God's people felt when their family member got lynched and murdered with no random bystanders recording via cell phone or police body cam footage. Or better yet, what was it like for those who went through, endured, and didn't survive slavery? Just a question. I'm going to leave that in 2025, hoping 2026 Sky Daddy comes through with answers. Bye! But wait, before I go. Remember to check in on your strong friends. Remember to check in on your strong friends. We're tired. Yeah, we're tired. Okay, bye. Happy New Year.
Fresh off the boat, motherfuckers with an attitude. No papers, no English, anti-black and rude. You POC, but you wanna be YT. Seat at the table, as an equal you'll never be. Came to this country off the civil rights side. Get your money up, then stab us in the back. You hate us, but you need us. Gotta make it make sense. When it comes to the whites, y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents.
Silk Press Jesus has returned. He's white, historically rebranded, and grinder approved for Christian comfort. Don't miss your blessing. Order now.
Get out, get on out. Get out, get on out. Can't stay on the scene unless you got that green. Whoa! Get out, get on out. Get out, get on out. Ice is on that ass. You don't get a fourth chance. Whoa! Get out, get on out. Whoa! Get out. I didn't vote black. Got that ass in back.